My action coach has taught me to systemize, to concentrate on leadership, and to be a leader rather than be an employee of the business. My name is Grant Hood. The business is the CAD Room Limited, and my role is I am the owner. We provide an outsourced building information modeling for the construction industry. Before I started with Action Coach, it felt stagnant. I was still quite heavily involved in a lot of the work rather than control of the business. My work-life balance at that stage was pretty much non-existent. Basically deadline driven, which the construction industry is. You always think you're the only one that can do what you do. Getting help was probably the biggest step. I did a little bit of research on Action Coach at that particular time and thought, okay, we'll give it a go. I think the biggest thing that I learned from David was definitely a mindset change in that first 3 to 6 months on how I had to grow the business. Before we worked with Action Coach, we were in and around just below 500,000 for turnover. This last year, we've just hit just under 800,000. Profit from 16, I think was 55,000. And now for the final accounts in 18, we're looking at, I think it's about 210,000 pound profit. So percentage-wise, it's like, 166% growth in that space of almost a year and a half with working with Action Coach. In terms of contractors, when we started with Action Coach, we were in and around 8 staff. We have 13 now. My working hours personally before Action Coach was probably in and around the 80 to 90 hours a week, including the weekends. Now, because of the processes we've got in place and all the systemization that we've done, I personally have this year gone down to 4 days a week. I can spend a lot of time with my family now, do things that I couldn't always find time to do, play more golf. In the future, hopefully within the next 6 months, I'm hoping to reduce that down to 3 days a week. The best thing about it is flexibility. Everyone starts out in business to work your own hours and to do what you want to do, and have that kind of flexibility. And I think starting out, it's always hard because you have to do all the hard graft first. With Action Coach's help, I've managed to put in a lot of processes and QA side of things in place so that it allows me to have a lot more flexibility now, which gives me a hell of a lot more free time. Action Coach has allowed me to grow the business, increase turnover, reduce my hours, and focus on managing the business growth. Moving to this office is the biggest move that we've made, which gives us a huge focus on growth. This year, we're looking to try and hit £1 million turnover. I would recommend David. I think he's personal, knowledgeable, he's very approachable, he's thorough. Him and his team are definitely on the ball. The biggest thing that I could say that he's done is keep me focused, definitely on what I have to do. And if obviously I haven't done it, he gives me a swift reminder that this is where we need to be.